Hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Hi, Craig.
Cool. So you know what the beautiful thing about this is, don't you? The fact that I've got the Razer Hammerhead Pros and they're wireless. I can actually move into a different room if I wanted to. Lol, no. But what I'm thinking is, oh, I am starting to get feedback. That's not good because I'm loud. Let's see. Right. Anyway, long story short, what I'm thinking is that we will just have a conversation, some chats, that sort of thing, and we'll go from here. Part of the stream and that at the beginning and our introductions every session will be me saying hello to everyone else saying hello to everyone, Lou and Jamie advertising your own campaigns that you're running on live streams or podcasts.
Thank you.
Then it'll be a recap. Then it'll be intro music. Then it'll be the game. I might
Sounds
swap
good.
the intro. Yeah, I might swap the intro music and the game around. But that's the plan. So, people, if anyone is actually watching on Twitch, welcome. The only person that is seeming to be watching though is Adeline Valentino. So hello, welcome, and
We
Golden
have two
Ghost,
seconds.
who is one of our players. That being said, Tom
Yes.
is. So let's get an introduction of yourself first. How do you prefer to be known as?
Tom Tom is fine with me for me because I online I'm just Tom Golden.
Fair enough. So Tom Golden, you are, and your character that you will be playing.
Sorry, what did I miss? I'm back.
Welcome back. We're just asking Tom Golden.
I will be playing Chris Auden, um, who is a I don't know the I'll be playing Chris Auden, who is gonna be a druid, and comes from working on a farm. Um, they are non-binary, and they are very much they're confident in themselves, and they are just they're pretty sure in what they do, and they're pretty headstrong and stubborn.
Sounds like they are going to be a lot of fun in this game. Considering the base and the setting of how the game comes to be, and the scenario and circumstances surrounding the game, it's going to be quite an interesting recreation, shall we say, of the struggle that those that have non-binary tendencies to be recognized. Um, because what a lot of the audience don't know that you, the players, do is a part of the story is going to be that sort of isekai theme where you're taken from the world and you're put into another world. So, without too much in the way of spoilers here, because I don't want to ruin it for our audience. Um, how do you think your character is going to react when they find themselves in this strange new world? When things such as pronouns and what have you are not necessarily seen in the same way, and getting that recognition, how do you think your character will manage or possibly cope with that?
They would be again pretty stubborn in a way. Like they're very much just like they don't really take any nonsense. Like if someone like they will like tell people to either refer to them in the way that they want to be referred to, or they can piss off, basically.
So it's going to be quite a headstrong start and character then,
Yeah.
which is absolutely awesome to hear. I look forward to that. So, shall we move over to our good friend online and a dear partner of mine, Confused Tabaxi?
Over to you. Hi, I'm Confused Tabaxi, or Jude, as most people know me in real life. I'm playing a character called Jess. She is a 30-year-old female, and she is a assistant psychologist. And as a background, she's playing a rogue. So that will be interesting.
Yes, and having helped you build your character out, it plays very, very well with a certain rogue subclass. So we're going to look forward to that. And last but not least, we'll get back to you in a moment. Last but not least, Lou, now that you are back, would you like to introduce yourself and your character?
I would. My name is Lou. I go by Lou, Lucrezia, most name variations of that, and I will be playing Aurora, who mainly goes by Aura. She is the owner of the cattle farm that Chris works on and is their childhood friend. She's quite hard-headed, I want to say. Like, 'cause she likes to take control and take the lead, even if she isn't necessarily the best suited to take control or take lead. She'll just kind of assume that no one else will and do it herself.
Fair enough. Sounds like it's going to be a leader of the group, as it were, type character. And with your skills as a farmer, managing farm, skills in business for that sort of thing, as well as the practical abilities that your character has, I can see that playing very, very well. But let's ask you a question, shall we? How how do you feel that your character will react when they're suddenly placed in a strange new world?
Worry about getting back to work. Worry about her parents back at home, how the other farmers are gonna deal with her absence. Is everything gonna go to shit? Is she gonna come back to her farm being ruined?
Yeah.
Yeah, her main focus will be getting back just to do damage control on what happens when she's missing?
Yeah, sounds interesting. So you're going to be worried about your farm coming back, and we'll go back to your character, Jess. And
Yes.
as a psychologist in your character's profession, how would the psychologist react to being put into a strange new world, do you think?
Probably complete disbelief. That she's probably having um, some kind of form of psychosis, maybe stress induced. She'll be worried about getting back to her patients as well. So yeah, wanted to get back, but also in complete disbelief that it's some kind of, mass hallucination or a mental breakdown from the stress of work that's led to psychosis.
Mm. So you're going on the mass hallucination, mass psychosis, shared dream avenue with your character.
Yeah, I think that would work quite well.
Awesome. So, let's go back to our friend within the farm, our worker who works underneath Aura, and that is Chris. Chris, in the sort of 10 years or so that you've known and been working around on the farm, what's Aura like as a boss?
What's Aura like?
Yeah, what's Aura?
So whenever Chris kind of looks at Aura, Chris is always kind of a bit blindsided because they knew each other for this kind of short amount of time when they were kids.
Mm.
But and so they're always kind of influenced by those kind of like memories, but they they're very much they don't complain. They like the work that they do, and Aura's pretty good as a boss. She's not like a horrible person. And she can she's a good person to work under, and Chris is pretty happy where they are and what and they're happy with what they do. But whenever it comes to Aura, they do tend to fawn a little bit. Um,
Fair enough. So it sounds like you've got a bit of a want of a relationship there. Perhaps.
What?
I was just going to say, perhaps that can be works through as one of your potential story arcs within the strange new world that you find yourselves in. And how would Aura react to this? How does
Um,
Aura see Chris as an employee?
Aura thinks Chris is really hardworking and is really happy with them as an employee. She can't really find a fault with them. Not that she actively looks for faults. So she's quite happy. She's happy with how friendly they are, but still hasn't clocked the fact that they were friends for like 3 months in their childhood because they look so different now.
Fair enough. Well, we won't go any more into your two characters' backstories here. We'll save that for the actual live stream. But there are a couple of questions that I'd like to ask. Jude,
Yes.
how on earth did Jess get involved with this online Dice and Destiny game as it originally started?
She just joined an online group on Discord to kind of make friends because she was working all the time, doesn't really have many friends in real life. She's also ace, so she doesn't really have any romantic interests or partners, no family to speak of. So yeah, she was just looking for a bit of friendship, and she played D&D a lot as a teen, Dice of Destiny a lot as a teen, and she figured, it's making a big comeback everywhere. I'll see what's changed and see if I can make some friends online. And I just kind of met these lovely group of people, and yeah, the rest is history.
Sounds interesting, and sounds like a psychologist's perfect escape.
Yes, absolutely. Lots of benefits, positive mental health benefits to D&D.
Awesome.
Jude would say that because obviously that was what my psychology thesis was about.
So you've actually studied psychology in real life then,
Yeah,
as
but
well.
I'm not a psychologist. My real job is mental health aligned. I'm an employment specialist, but I know a lot of people in psychology and psychologists. So
I'm actually doing psychology at uni.
Yay!
good luck. How's good luck with the statistics side of things. Unless you love maths, then have fun with
Don't
it.
talk to me about the stats. Don't talk to me about it.
I feel your pain. The DM probably also feels your pain.
Yes, I had to live with that.
I did it part time with the Open University for 6 years, and it was what, a year of stats, and there was a lot of, well, 2 years, and there was a lot of tears.
Well, let's see how your psychology knowledge and expertise can be brought into your character. That'll be very fun to be playing, that sort of analytical mindset, as it were, and we will go from there. So, this Dice and Destiny game, which is the setup essentially for our campaign, after 10 long years, where it was left on a huge cliffhanger regarding the finale of the campaign. We had a DM. That DM for that Dice and Destiny game was Chris. Now, what can you tell us, Chris, about the cliffhanger that you left all of the other players on, potentially?
So, the so, oh my gosh, oh god, hold on, yeah. So the um uh, um, I'm
What?
just trying to thinking. Yes. So it's basically the party would have been in kind of like this situation where they've just kind of been through these almost like winding caverns almost, where it was the final clue given to them from an NPC, um where they pointed towards these caverns being like the final place, and deep down within them being the final kind of hiding place, where this kind of legendary artifact was being held, which was said to, kind of, it needed to be found to basically protect what would be the peace of the land that they live in. Um, and they were basically they went through these winding caverns and through plenty of traps and plenty of um of basically invaders of people who they have been actively fighting against, who have also been looking for this legendary artifact, that have been wanting to use it for the very wrong purposes. Um,
Mm.
and they have almost come to what they think is the final kind of area, until right at the end of the session, um, they have um, they have come across uh, the person who has been helping them and guiding them along this entire way, and they have found out that they have been working against them this entire time to get to this artifact.
It really, really sounds sort of like almost like a group-based Indiana Jones adventure style of campaign that you were playing all those years ago. That you got everyone together, you rented that room out for your tabletop finale, and you never got round to actually playing it for some scheduling conflicts, shall we say, which was disappointing. But 10 long years, you held on to that for 10 long years, which was amazing. And now you're finally getting a chance in the middle of the Lake District on a camping trip, no less, to actually finish the game. How does Chris feel about having that opportunity to finish this game with the group that he started it with?
Chris is kind of, it's almost a mix between extreme excitement and slight nerves. Like, obviously it's been this long, like the payout kind of like, they want it to be worth it.
Yeah,
And if it's not, then what the hell are they gonna do with themselves? Um, so they're kind of nervous, but they think that it's gonna be good. And they are very excited.
sounds like they would be, and I would be as well myself if I was a player in this game by the sounds of it. As for our players in the Dice and Destiny campaign, yes, for the audience, that is D&D Inception. Um, how do our players feel? Should we start with Jude?
Looking forward to it, but really, really wishing it wasn't a camping trip. She doesn't like camping at all, doesn't really like the outdoors. Would much rather have, hired like a really nice restaurant somewhere and hired the upstairs room and kind of done it there instead. But she's going with it because she really wants to see, she really wants to kind of get to the finale and get the artifacts and, save the day and all of that good stuff. So yeah, she's looking forward to it. She's looking forward to playing more than the camping thing.
And how does Aura feel about this?
Aura is excited about both the campaign, being with her friends, and camping. She likes being in nature. She likes being in the outdoors.
Cool. And the game itself?
She's nervous. She made the character 10 years ago, and it's not really a character she'd play now. And she doesn't want to not portray the character correctly because of that.
Yep, that's understandable. After 10 long years, you might forget how the character behaved in certain ways or whatever the case is. So it does sound like there's a mix of excitement, nerves, and intrepidation from some of the people at this camping trip. Unfortunately, we don't have two of our other players with us. but I am fairly certain that they will be popping along soon. Not in this stream, unfortunately, but they will be with us either next week for a quick fireside chat once again, or the week after for the actual stream itself, which is going to be starting on the 15th, I believe, is the Friday, and it will be starting at 9 p.m. whilst we get ourselves prepared from about 8:30 to make sure there's no technical problems, which, if I may say, this stream so far has gone smoothly, except for a couple of technical hitches at the beginning. So I hope that's a sign of things to come.
Fingers crossed.
Cool. And with that, what we'll do is we'll close off this fireside chat. Lou has said goodbye, unfortunately, already, and signed off because she has to go. But from myself as the DM, let me just say I am looking forward to being DM for this campaign, and I'm looking forward to introducing everyone on the stream and for the game itself. It's going to be a lot of fun. I've got a lot planned, and this is going to be a residency game, which means we will be here every 2 weeks at the very least. So, for those that are watching, those that want to watch, and those that wish to catch up, we hope you enjoy it. So, goodbye from me,
Goodbye.
goodbye from Jude,
Goodbye.
and a goodbye from Tom. Bye!